Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the GEST Dota 2 Southeast Asian Finals for the
team ban.
qualifiers, sorry. This is the Grand Finals, Game 3 of the Best of 5 between Team Titan and Pokerface. Thank you of course to Gigabyte for sponsoring this tournament, and thank you to Dota Talk for very kindly allowing me and Couchor to cast this. Hello.
Hello, and well, I mean, Titan, they looked really strong in the first two games. In the second game it was way more even than in the first one, of course, but I mean, Titan, they had that magical way about them, to be honest. They've really hit their stride. They work so well as a unit, and of course that's the benefit of just having played together for such a long time already, I guess.
Yeah.
And well, they get one of their strongest heroes, I think, the Doombringer, which for the first game now didn't actually get banned out.
Yeah, Doombringer finally making its way through, and Invoker. Yet again, nobody likes Invoker between these two teams. He must feel so rejected. But Doom now for Titan, and I was going to say, I think last game, one thing that really affected the early game was the fact that Net wasn't roaming. Because normally for Titan, you know, Net is playing some kind of aggressive roaming hero. Yeah, he might jungle a little bit, but primarily he's just going around finding kills, creating space for Yamate to farm. But, you know, last game, Net was just in the jungle farming, while Yamate got trashed in lane and he didn't have any support from Net there. But in the mid game, when Net finally rejoined the fights, turning it into kind of a 5v5 situation, Titan did bring it back a fair amount. So I think that did have a pretty big effect, and I'm not too sure what Titan are going to draft this game, since I feel like if they've got Net just roaming around, they will have a bit of a stronger early game. Though with Pokerface now taking the Treant Protector, who we've seen ignored thus far, that is a pretty strong defensive hero that was, I guess it responds quite well against roaming heroes, since he can just heal whoever gets ganked.
Yeah, I mean, the Living Armor is just so annoying to deal with. Both killing heroes as well as going for the towers, because against the Treant Protector you more or less just have to dedicate yourself to the tower from 100 to 0, otherwise it's going to get healed up. And actually going for a Bristleback as the secondary pick. I mean, a little bit odd, but then again, a really nice tanky hero, although Doombringer completely counters it. And do you think that Titan actually might be going for something like an Ember Spirit this game? Would be really decent in burning down the Living Armor, as well as they have the Doom for themselves, so there's nothing too much for the Ember Spirit to probably worry about. And
What?
Titan, they do run that hero quite a lot.
They do, but I would say Bristleback is something to worry about, honestly, because Bristleback is physical damage with negative armor, and Ember's kind of biggest enemy is that physical damage. So all Pokerface would need to do is pick up some kind of a silence hero or some decent lockdown, and bye-bye Ember Spirit, not really going to stand a chance. So I don't know about the Ember Spirit, though you're right about the damage over time burning through those living armor charges. But Sand King for Net, well, that is definitely one of his strongest heroes, and honestly I wonder if it's his most played hero, since I would say it's a rare game where I don't see Net pick up the Sand King, quite honestly. Plays it a little more often than not.
I think it happens every time the Sand King just isn't banned out. I mean, Titan, they're so good, or Net rather, he's so good in getting the early blink daggers, no matter the hero he's on. And Sand King definitely one of the best ones to actually utilize that early blink. And with the Sand King pickup, to be honest, this means that the Doombringer, there's no way he's gonna go jungle probably, at least I would not think so. Especially if Net is playing the Sand King, because otherwise Net will be the supporting jungle kind of player for them. So do you think it's actually gonna be Yamate in the mid lane for it, or just KYXY on the safe lane?
It depends on what they pick up, but I think it's probably, actually I think it's going to be offlane Ohio on the Doom, honestly. Given that it's kind of a Treant Protector at the moment, Doom can go quite easily into the offlane, unless Pokerface picks up, you know, some kind of hard stunning hero. Doom should be able to get some experience and levels, and then just rotate into the jungle straight away. So, well, I mean, I guess if he's having a hard time, rotate into the jungle. But it'll depend. I mean, I personally haven't seen Titan run Doom as a carry much. I think, you know, usually KYXY doesn't play the Doom. I don't know though, I mean, I haven't watched Titan too much, but recently. I've seen them in the past a lot, but not since Doom kind of became the top pick in the meta. I know Arrow like to run Doom as a one position on Lance, but do Titan normally run Doom as a carry, from your experience?
I think I've seen it more as Net jungling it, or maybe Ohio as an offlaner.
Yeah.
Although I'm not the biggest fan of a Doom offlane, to be honest myself, but it can work out. Although Team Pokerface, they pick up a Wraith King, so I mean that's 3 melee heroes, and if they group up, the Sand King is just gonna have a perfect burrow strike.
Yeah, that's true. 3 melee heroes is pretty pretty durable, but they're also 3 strength heroes, and this is a bunch of durable heroes in Pokerface. I mean, their lineup is screaming, hey, we can tower dive, hey, you're never going to kill us. I mean, Treant Protector's going to have the heal as well as the Leech Seed heal with the Living Armor, sorry. Bristleback is just Bristleback. I mean, he's got the Bristleback and he's tanky, and Wraith King's got a double life as well as the Vampiric Aura, so I mean, this is a lineup, I suppose, coming out from Pokerface that kind of reminds me of what Zephyr normally draft, with a whole bunch of, you know, tanky heroes that can dive really effectively, and a TA as well, another hero with a refraction who's quite durable and is really good at diving towers. It seems like Pokerface just want to be able to last the team fights.
Yeah, it's definitely looking at it like that at the moment, but from this, I would think that the Invoker actually would have a pretty nice game going for Vex at the moment.
Yeah.
In Pokerface just coming at you, trying to go for towers. They are all melee, so Tornado, EMP, suddenly they're all out of mana. Bristleback doesn't have a high mana pool, and actually none of the heroes does. So I think Temper Assassin might be the best off there. And actually, I think Yamate likes to go for Vex a little bit more often than Exort anyway.
Oh, it's
So-
KYXY who normally plays the Invoker. Yamate isn't really much of an Invoker player. But KYXY, he can play both OX and Exort. In the past, I've seen him play mostly Exort, but that was kind of because Exort was, you know, the better thing to do. But I feel like in this patch, Wex would be great because, like you said, I mean, there's so many mana-dependent heroes in Pokerface at the moment, and without mana, I mean, Treant is basically just a walking tank who hits hard. Bristleback is basically a walking tank who doesn't really hit that hard, he's just kind of a walking tank. Wraith King is not really a walking tank because he doesn't have his ultimate, who has no castable spells, and TA really needs her mana as well, so I think a Wex Invoker is going to be ideal, but I mean, Quas was nerfed a little bit, so the Exort is kind of a bit stronger this patch, I would say, in some ways, and the Forge Spirits would be really nice for pushing down towers, but I think Wex is going to be the way to go. Though, it's going to depend on this next pick. I think Ember Spirit would also be fantastic now. I mean, TA, Bristleback, both are hard to verse as an Ember Spirit just because of the physical damage, but well, I guess I got Jakiro for damage over time. I was going to say Ember Spirit, his damage over time immediately cancels Refraction. So Ember Spirit's really good against TA in the mid lane, but I suppose they've got the Jakiro for the damage over time, so just ignore that comment. Just not thinking straight.
Titan have a pretty decent amount of just getting rid of the Living Armor and the Refraction already. Although Ember Spirit, I guess it's a possibility for them because he could just chip away with the Sleight of Fist from far away all the time. In Pokerface, they actually only have one stun coming in from the Wraith King. I guess the overgrowth from Treant Protector could help. And like you said, the Ember's biggest weakness more or less is just the low armor, and then Processing and the Bristleback bring a lot of minus armor as well as physical damage to the pool. But if the Ember hits level 6, he should be just fine. Unless, of course, Wraith King gets the stun, and that's going to be enough for the burst, which I don't think it would. And Pokerface, I mean, they need a safe laner, I think, at the moment. Maybe a secondary support if they want to run the Wraith King as a carry, because Bristleback usually goes for offlane. And do you think that there might be a small chance that Pokerface are even trying to go for an aggressive tri-lane?
They might. I mean, they do seem to be impartial to that aggressive tri-lane, but at the same time, I don't know if running an aggressive tri-lane against a Jakiro is a particularly good idea, just because of how well Jakiro does in terms of being able to harass, and the Ice Path is honestly a pretty good defensive skill. If you try to dive against Jakiro, he just throws out the Ice Path and the whole team runs away. It's kind of like a fissure, but a little bit more annoying, just for engaging in, I suppose, because it's more spammable. And Shadow Fiend. So support Treant and Wraith King with the Shadow Fiend farming, Bristleback offlane, TA mid. Or
Yeah, it sure looks like it. I can't think of any proper laning for them otherwise. They can run some weird dual lanes maybe, but wouldn't be the best, I think. And Titan actually, so far, looks like Doom has to either be in the offlane or on the safe lane probably. And Titan actually, if they don't pick up a solid core for their own damage, because Pokerface, they have a lot between the Temper Assassin, the Shadow Fiend, and that's actually with the Shadow Fiend even more minus armor coming in. Oh man, if the Shadow Fiend starts leveling up the passive, the aura, they can just go for such a fast Roshan, even like 10-15 minutes into the game. Oh well, I guess we will see that Ember Spirit after all from Titan now, and to be honest, I mean, Pokerface, if they can get the early farm, they're going to have so much burst damage because both the Templar Assassin and the Shadow Fiend, they are two heroes that kind of cap out with their damage maybe a little bit earlier. And just, they get the damage with their skills already, like Refraction, extra damage, Meld, as well as Shadow Fiend, of course, having the Necromastery stacks. So, early on Titan, I think they'll be on the back foot probably.
Yeah, I think this is going to depend on how the early game really goes. So, Pokerface are really, really durable, but Titan, I would say, have got slightly better team fight. I mean, Pokerface's lineup is basically designed around, let's just make the team fights last forever. We've got pretty good negative armor, actually, with the Shadow Fiend, what is it called? Presence of the Dark Lord, with the Meld, with the negative armor coming out from JYU. That's a lot of negative armor, and that's going to be quite good against Yamate playing the mid lane Ember Spirit, but at the same time, I mean, Titan have got pretty decent team fight with, you know, KYXO and the Invoker. He's going to have a lot of team fight coming out. Net, of course, playing the Sand King, and Extinct on the Chikiro. Though this Doom pickup, I have to say as well, the picking from Pokerface is really good against Doom, because, I mean, Doom, 3 of the targets are pretty much useless. I mean, what's the point in dooming a Bristleback? What's the point in dooming a Treant? What's the point in dooming a Wraith King, especially? So he's really going to have to make sure he catches MP or Febby, and that's going to be pretty hard, given that I feel like both MP and Febby are going to be positioning themselves very passively in the backline. Are they going for level 1 Roshan?
Alright. I think they're just baiting this out. They're just going to wait it out, maybe. Although they do run through the Vision Pokerface. Some of their heroes weren't fast enough for the bait, but oh, there's a 5-man smoke from Titan as well. Oh man.
Titan are expecting it. This is... What is this? Oh my god, 5-man stun from Net. Sky's going in, trying to take down Ohio. The healer's coming up, but it's not going to be enough. Febby going to get a double raise off, but Ember Spirit's going to get the first blood, and this is devastating for Pokerface, but they could turn this around. JYU doing so much damage. Yamate going to go down there, and now Extinct ran back in. Where you going, Extinct? Net is so low. Febby going to not be able to kill him. Net is on 1 hit. Extinct is incredibly low as well. Net's going to suicide to the Roshan, but Extinct is going to go down, so that's, well, 2 for 2 essentially. Net dying to the Roshan doesn't really count, but... Wow! Before the Horn even comes.
Oh man, that start of the fight for Titan, that was just absolutely sick. I'm not sure if the burst actually caught all 5, but...
It did, that was a 5-man stun. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been a little bit better maybe if Net had gone in first and the Ice Path would have followed up, because they actually staggered their stance, so the Ice Path had almost 0 impact, and of course it doesn't do too much damage, but I mean, it just looked so great for them, and they did get the first 2 kills as well. Yeah, they lost a couple in return, but Net, he got himself denied to the Roshan, which is always nice, and actually has boots of speed now as well, or actually I think he started with them anyway.
Yeah, he did start with them.
That just means that he wants to play the ganking kind of Sand King, who just stacks jungle, goes to gank, gets at level 3 just through ganking in the kills, and then comes farm out the jungle later.
Yeah, and one big thing as well is JYU didn't die, so he's going to come to that lane with, you know, pretty much out of mana. He's got a magic stick done, yes, he got a kill from that, which is great, but KYXY is full mana, full HP, and he's ready to get some kills with Extinct just backing him up. So lane is going to be pretty hard, and Yamate, he died, but he also got a kill, so he's got his bottle coming out already, and MP is doing a nice job of harassing him, but this is what I was saying. Templar Assassin versus a mid lane Ember Spirit wins, because that Flame Guard pops through refraction charges immediately.
Although the Living Armor is there as well, although I guess Living Armor gets burned through as well just as easily. So, I mean, if MP, if he would have had the early advantage, maybe, but since Yamate was involved in the first blood and the secondary kill of course as well, so him getting that fast ball definitely will help him to just spam things out. Another Flame Guard, it's only level 1, those Searing Chains, oh, both of them went to the creeps. That was so unlucky by Yamate. Although top lane, Ohio actually, he's taken a lot of harassment, already went back to base once, just to regen up, TP'd back into the lane, and I mean, his 0 base armor definitely doesn't help, and he found himself a Hellbear Smasher, which is possibly the most useless creep to get if you're in the off lane.
Yeah, it's not really the best. He probably wants to get a Satyr up, but not going to be finding one quite yet. He is getting a fair amount of farm though. I mean, he was forced to rotate back to base, but yeah, he's getting his farm. He's getting level 3 up, and you know, once you get up that kind of level 7 Devour, well, level 4 Devour, level 7, you should be good to get a lot of farm and kind of just dominate your lane, I suppose. Though JYU could be in a little bit of trouble. Net's going to be fighting him out. They do have the Ice Path as well as level 2 on Net, so a bit of damage, but with the Bristle back up, quite hard to take him down unless he can get in front of him. There's smoking coming out from Pokerface. This dual tanky strength hero support combo. I guess they're ready to dive some towers and get down Yamate. Flame Guard's on cooldown for 20 seconds, so now would be the time to go. MP does have Meld level 2 refraction. He's going to pop that fraction up. They're thinning through the charges, so JYU could be the one in trouble, but I don't know if they can kill him, really. They have got another stun coming out of Net, but JYU's just going to, well, butt himself up. Stun from Net's going to hit. JYU has got enough for, well, killing off one. Extinct is going to get off the Ice Path, but JYU, he's not going to chase, actually. He's just going to take a tree. He's quite low on health, so one more hit would have killed either of them, but Cynical's running down. He's faster. Cynical's got boots. Extinct doesn't. Extinct is running for his life from the tree. He's going to buy boots and then suicide on the creeps.
Oh man. Oh, and top lane, Ohio goes down to Fabio. Actually, almost got a counter kill there as well. But overall, Pokerface, they're off to a really good start. And yeah, they gave away the first blood, but they got a few in return, and now they're getting the more important kills because it's already in the laning phase now as well. And just those rotations, and we have to keep in mind though that that was exactly the case in the last game as well. And Yamate going aggressive on Yamate. MP actually this time the syringe is connect, but the physical damage onto Yamate, it's maybe a little bit too much. And now he's on the run. There's the leeches as well. They should get the kill. One more right click will do the job. And MP, well, just makes it an even better game for Pokerface so far.
Yeah, taking down Yamato is especially important, though they do have to worry about KYXY, who is getting complete free farm on the bot lane, but of course he is going for the Quas Wex Invoker, so he's going to have more teamfight potential, but he's going to have, I suppose, less carry potential since he's not going for that sort of Midas Necronomicon build. More likely to go for maybe the Yule Scepter and just gank, something along those lines. But he is going to have a huge mid-game presence, and Febby is kind of the comparable farm who is being, I guess, pressured a little bit more. He did, of course, kill Ohio, but he almost lost his life for it, and, you know, when Ohio hits level 6, he should be good to get a kill there on Febby, and Febby, well, he's not really going to be able to respond. He's gone for face boot, so he's going for a more damage-oriented build, and that does mean he's going to be quite squishy, and, you know, Doom might equal death if Living Armor's not ready, or there's not a Wraith King ready to back him up.
I mean, the Doom is just such a hard ability to deal with, but oh, mid lane they're gonna go, but they don't get the Searing Chains. Psionic Trap slow, it's just so nice early on. And well now, Ohio, top lane, he is almost level 6, only one level off as compared to the Pokerface offlaner JYU. Well, 4.5, a little bit extra, so not doing that bad, but there's another rotation and they've smoked up. Actually, Cynical, does he spot it out? Oh, the process is in a spot, but gets the Psionic Trap. Actually, will get it on Net, well, yes, he will. The Berserk will continue though on Yamate. He already has to back off, no Flame Guard. The TPs are coming in and Extinct. Well, he's gonna lose his life, Ice Path or not. He goes down, is Yamate. Does he really want to go in? Slow down the right clicks. It's just too much to handle, and I have no idea why Yamate ran back in.
He wanted to help. He was being a bro. But good rotation there by Febby. I mean, that was a really good time to TP in. That got him, well, a kill, which is always worth it. And the experience in helping out the team and taking down Yamato is especially important, given that, like I said, TA should normally lose the lane to Yamato, but he's had a lot of rotations, and now they could even kill Doom on the top lane. Not quite level 6. Sky going to be getting the stun out. Febby's coming in. One race is going to hit. Doom going to turn around, just trying to do whatever damage he can before he goes down, but nope, lastly going to be going the way of Febby there. That's a killing spree onto Febby. And 2 to 10 on the board. I guess 2 to 9 technically, because one of those was a suicide to Roshan, but a pretty nice start for Pokerface yet again.
Oh man, 10 to 2, but this time I think the graphs actually do show it as well. Last time around, Net was farming in the jungle, so that helped them keep up with XP and gold, but at the moment it's 1,500 gold lead already for Pokerface, and XP 3,000, 6 minutes in, almost 7. I mean, that's pretty damn huge, and I think now Titan, as they're nowhere near a Blink Dagger on Net, he's only level 3 as well. I think it comes down a lot to KYXY and his rotations.
Yeah, I think KYXY is going to be the key here, given he is the one who's winning his lane and being uncontested. Ned decided to level up Burrow Strike level 2, which I don't know if I agree with. I feel like maybe going for the Sandstorm and jungling a little bit would have been a better idea. I mean, the Burrow Strike is great for kind of those rotations and helping the team out, but given that they're losing this laning phase, I think they do need a pretty fast Blink Dagger on Net. And the big thing about getting level 2 Sandstorm at level 3 means that you can hit level 4 quite quickly. You just kill a couple of creeps. And there is a huge stack here. I mean, that is a big stack, but he needs level 2 Sandstorm to take that around. And JYU is now just stealing his creeps, so Net, he still needs a little bit more experience, and they have to watch out. I mean, if Febby sees this stack, Febby is just going to go nom 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 and take it up, or GYU, he also can take it with that bristleback. Speaking of Febby, actually on the top lane, Ohio is going to get spotted out, Yamate is going to come in. They are going to be able to take down the Wraith King. Febby actually misses one of his races, and now that's going to be trouble for him. He is going to go down, double kill there on Yamate as soon as he hits level 6, and even KYXY just kind of running up for, I don't know, to say hi.
Yeah, it's, well, nice thought, wanting to help there. Wasn't even necessary, but they can try to pressure the tower a little bit now. And I mean, that was just 2 huge kills going for them. Yeah, support Wraith King going down, no biggie at all. But that clears up space for Net now to farm it up as well with the level 2 Sandstorm, and it's actually a quad stack. Although Febby just before cleared up a triple stack off his own in the jungle. Oh, the Tornado came up, MP. We'll get the slow on KYXY, and looks like Ohio might be the sacrificial lamb. He has the TP, but he has to wait out the stuns. Oh, actually, the EMP comes out, hits all 3 heroes of Ohio. He will fall regardless. At least, Pokerface, they don't have too much mana to work with for anything else now. Oh, Febby, solo kill onto Yamate mid lane. I have no clue at all how the hell that happened. Lily? Lily? Oh, Tornado EMP, it's gonna catch the Wraith King. There's actually the slows coming out as well on Hoya. He has to do, will he pop it onto MP? Nope, holding on to it at least for the time being, and he doesn't want to use it now. He's on the run in return. There's another stun onto KYXY this time around by Sky. Do they have enough burst time to bring him down? He is pretty damn speedy. One more right click, but the Doom onto MP finally coming out. Cynical last right click will finish the job as Ohio chasing down MP. Now, nice searing change by Yamate as well. They will kill off the temper assassin, but Febby coming in from the side. His Requiem of Souls does a lot of damage. Oh man, they're gonna get net as well, I think. Can he Burrow Strike? Nope. 3 for 1.
Well, this is the strength of Pokerface's lineup. It is so good at diving because it's just so durable. And I mean, fantastic ult coming out from Febby. He's level 10, he must have just leveled it up, but standing right here, and you can see KYXY pinging it out, in fact, just saying the ultimate just did so much damage. Double raises and JYU just there to clean up. So that is going to be, well, let's look at the golden experience, but a pretty significant lead, I would think, for Pokerface after that fight there. About 2,000 experience and 2,000 gold and 4,000 experience. Extinct wasn't even in that fight, in fact. He just TP'd bot lane, so his TP was on cooldown, and now MP's chasing after him, but no, MP's going to back out. Doesn't have phase boots, so not as mobile.
That top fight at the tier 1 tower, it was so awkward. Ohio, I think he had so many chances to go for the Doom on MP, but yeah, I guess he was like, okay, if I Doom him, he's just going to run away probably, or... I'm not too sure what the thought process was behind that, but in the end it just didn't work out in their favor at all. And I mean, looking at the net worth purely, Febby 5.2k compared to 3.3, which is the highest on Titan, who is KYXY on the Invoker, and they're even going for the early Roche, and they have 1 point in presence of the Dark Lord, plus 3 points into meld, so that is -9 armor altogether, and Roshan is dropping down already, but oh, Titan, they're gonna go for this smoke.
Titan coming in. They could take this Roshan, it's really heartfelt, but this is gonna be the fight. KYXY getting the EMP Tornado off onto just JYU, Doom going off onto Febby. JYU though, he doesn't even care, an Epicenter now coming in. They're just trying to take down Febby, but there's going to be Cynical from the high ground there, throwing out his ultimate. Febby could actually do this. He's going to kill Ohio. Now Febby, he's still doomed up, but it doesn't matter because MP's there to clean up. Net is going down. Ice Path's going to be landing onto 2. Febby, he might be able to make it away. He's going to turn around. KYXY is going to go down. Febby is still alive. They're even going to get Extinct down. Everyone but Yamate dies, and Pokerface now just going to get that Roshan. I cannot believe Febby died, but that was a perfect ult by Cynical there from the high ground. Whoops, I just knocked over a water bottle.
Oh man, Pokerface, it's just... I can't believe Febby didn't even die there. Of course, he backed himself off really nicely, and the rest of Pokerface's heroes made sure to just screen off the rest of Titan there. And I mean, even the Epicenter was used for him, but just weren't able to do it. And now Pokerface, not only do they win a fight and get Roshan, they also get the tier 1 tower, and they just couldn't ask for a better game, and that's the most important game at the moment, because if they lose this one, they're out. But if they win this one, they still have at least one more game to try to come back. But oh, there's this stun EMP. Nothing much is going to come off it, probably.
Oh, they might be able to get Sky. Sky's out of mana. He's going to get healed up by the Tree Protect, but JYU coming in. Tornado going to be coming out. Sky is still just fighting onto Net. They want to just kill Net. Net's going to go down. Sky is still alive. The durability of these heroes is insane. Net's going to buy back, coming back in. Febby ulting onto... I don't know who he's ulting onto, but Net's going to die back. Net comes back in and dies immediately after buyback. They killed YU, but 6 to 22. Wow. This is Pokerface play. And KYXY, why didn't he come forward? What was he thinking? Probably just gonna raise him and Tanikos.
They are completely crumbling at the moment. There's nothing they can do, although Ohaya trying to come in from the side, but he just can't make anything happen. All those searing chains kept MP in place for a little while, but they are still level 2, so not a 3 second stun. But oh, the 2-1 to MP Ohaya. Does he really want to go in like that? Actually, they slow him down with the Psionic Trap. Yamate wants to get MP so bad. They try to chase him down. Searing chains do connect as well. They get 1 kill. Can they get more? Nice Ice Path onto 2. As Sky getting healed up. There's a stun onto Yamate, and now Chewayu. He's back with the minus armor. There's the damage in Yamate. No more fire elements. He's probably gonna fall down in another vicious nasal goo. A nice burst strike onto Cynical, but oh, Yamate. Can you actually escape? Ice Path will be off target, but Yamate, another nasal goo, a few more quill sprays will do the job, and Febby comes in with that Shadow Race to get the kill. So, a 2-for-1, but Net might lose his life as well. There's the Medallion of Courage, the minus armor, oh my god. Febby just does so much right click damage. He's hitting for 200 plus already.
He's just going after Extinct now, 206 damage each hit. He's gonna give up and start farming some creeps, but 8 to 25. I mean... 8,000 gold lead, experience at around about 10,000 almost. I mean, Febby has got up 13-minute Phase Boots, Reaver Quilla, Drum, Sanjin Yasha. I mean, what's his GPM? 676 without a Midas on Shadow Fiend.
Febby, he's played so well this game, and I think he's only died once, apart from the first blood or the first engagement at the Roche Pit on level 1.
Yeah.
And oh... They go for the tier 1 now as well on the bottom lane. They're just waiting for somebody to TP and just kill him off. And I really think Titan, there's just no way of coming back. Ember Spirit, yeah, he does a lot of damage, but he needs a lot of items to do so, and at this rate he's just not getting any.
Well, they can come back, but it's going to be hard, like you said. I mean, the problem with Ember Spirit is his vulnerability to negative armor, and picking him up last, maybe... I don't know, maybe it wasn't a good idea, just given that Pokerface already had 3, heavy physical damage heroes. And now look at Yamate, pops that Flame Guard in time, but is he going to go down? Well, he runs behind them, the perfect hiding spot. But now EMP Tornado going on to Febby. Febby, is Yamate going to go in? Febby's quite low, but he's got the Aegis, he's got the Blink Dagger up, he should be okay. But we gets hit with the Ice Path. He's peeing himself out, saying help me.
Yamate is coming in from behind. Actually gets the Searing Chains as well. Webby should fall down, but the Living Armor keeping him alive. And oh my god, Yamate, he's the one on the run all of a sudden. Fire runner to the low ground, but oh, Cynical comes in with Skies. And TP out, Ray Fire Blast will stop it, and he's gonna go down for sure. Minus armor from the Medallion, and
why didn't he just go to his Spirit? Oh, Neck is gonna be popped, saving them from that EMP damage. Well, I guess not saving them, but countering. And now behind the tower, Febby just gonna blink in. KYXY. Just popped there by MP with the melted, and this is going to be the T1 tower going down. 8 to 27. I mean, I wonder what Pokerface were thinking. Like you said, if they lose this game, I mean, that's it. It's a best of 3, Titan already 2 up, but I wonder if they were just like, let's just... What are they doing in the tower? There's no creep wave. I wonder if they were just like... Why are they hitting the tower? Here comes a creep wave. If they were like, oh, let's just do something we've been practicing, but, we don't know if it's actually going to work against a pro team, or what the thought pattern was behind this, but it's definitely working. I mean, I like this lineup. It suits their playstyle, which seems to be, wanting to just get kills, dive quite aggressively, and having, 4 super durable heroes really works out. And look at Febby, just, blink into the base, why not? Yamate, gonna make it away, but Extinct might not be so safe. Sky is going to get the stun off. Extinct is going to get trashed there by Febby. Ohio coming in. He's got the Doom up, but Febby's got the Aegis still. You don't really want to waste it, but he's regenerating so much health there from the Vampiric Aura just from his auto attacks. Like you said, plus 200 damage. Well, not plus, but 200 damage a hit. Ohio will get the stun off. Now Febby could be taking a fall finally, but Living Armor coming in. Yamato's going to be coming in. Febby's still not dying. 11 HP.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh, finally goes down to the level death, but he's been playing so well this game. Oh, Ohio gets stand up. Do they actually follow up? No. Finally, they do decide to go for the tier 3 instead. Oh man, well, Febby, just look at the net worth. He's doubling anybody else on the Radiant side. He's sitting on 11k net worth. Highest on Titan will be Ohio, with that Hand of Midas and the Doombringer as well, who's sitting on 5.5k. I mean, even the Treant has more farm than anybody on Titan.
That's very true.
Well,
Titan, I don't know if they know how to respond to this. Like, this is... This is
Just
not
how
normally a
does one
situation
compete?
they're in, yeah. What can they do to come back? They really need a good team fight, but the problem is Pokerface are just so durable. I mean, they can barely kill anyone. I think now, maybe just going to wait out for the next Roshan. Should be back up within the next, 5 minutes or so. They did already do a bit of pushing on the tier 3. They've got the treant themselves, so all of their towers should be full HP. Well, not quite, but... you know, it's hard for Titan to push. Titan don't have that comeback mechanism being able to siege towers because Cynical, you know, he can just heal all day. Blink Dagger up on Cynical now as well as a gem, so Nap Control's gone from Titan. And on the bot lane, Net is going to just barely escape from MP. And of course we didn't mention, MP's got a Desolator, so that's even more negative armor. So they've got a Medallion, they've got a Desolator, they've got Presence of the Dark Lord, they've got Meld, they've got Bristleback with the Nasal Goo. I mean, now all they need is an AC and they're just going to be unstoppable.
Well, Net does finally pick up the Blink there, but then again, it is still only a level 1 epicenter, so I mean, 18 minutes in, it just doesn't have as big of an impact, although he might be able to change a few fights around at least. And Titan, well, they'll probably take any space that they can possibly get. There's a mech finished on Ohio and the Doombringer now as well, but this tier 2, it's just, you can't defend this with the Desolator minus armor coming out.
It's a little bit too hard. That's all the other towers gone. Ned is lurking in the bushes, like you said. Level 1 epicenter's up, but it's just not enough. I mean, this is why I was wondering if maybe it would be better if Ned had just farmed the jungle. If he'd had, you know, an 8-minute blink dagger like you normally see on him, possibly it would have gone better for the team fights instead of him trying to rotate around and ultimately just being another food for Pokerface to just nom 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 up. And oh no, Pokerface gonna be fighting Ohio there, but this could be a bait. Cynical's coming in. Overgrowth's gonna be used on 3. MPF out of mana. Febby trying to blink in, get his ultimate off. He is going to be able to, but it's not going to do that much damage. Really only hitting onto, well, 1 there. And Cynical's going to go down. Now Febby could be in trouble. He is going to get hit there with the epicenter all alone. MP is still doomed up. Febby now, he's going to be going down. This is going to be unstoppable streak. JYU coming in 1 by 1 by Pokerface. This is not the way they want to be fighting. Titan are just 5-manning and, well, that's 2 huge streaks. How much were those streaks worth? 835 and 549 gold. Well, if Titan wanted to turn it around, that was definitely the way. And they got the gem too. Yeah,
That was, I mean, the gem probably the biggest pickup there even, maybe. Just 900 gold going into their own pockets, plus just being able to counter ward and having some vision up, because at the moment they had 0 observer wards up. Pokerface was doing a really nice job just dewarding all the wards, but it's going to turn around now. Titan, they're definitely not back in the game yet, but they're moving in the right direction as Yamate just completely gets bullied out of the lane from Bristleback. Oh man, well, the Roshan is up now once again. Pokerface with the... Oh, the stun onto Neto, they have the sentry there as well. Can he escape? No, Sandstorm does not help you if there's a sentry ward there. And that's probably going to be Roshan number 2 for Pokerface.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to take it way too quickly. Medallion, Meld, Desolator, and now Febby rejoining the fight. Febby really needs to get some souls up though, so if he get the last hit in the Roshan, that'd be... Well, actually, Roshan's not a hero, so never mind. But he needs to spend a little bit of time farming, just a little bit. But he's got the Aegis now, so that extra durability. He's picked up an ultimate orb, so do you think that's going to be a Skadi for extra survivability, or maybe a Manta? Or Lincoln Sphere even against that Doom?
I actually think the Lincolns wouldn't be that bad at all, because I think Invoker at some point along the line at least wants to go for an Orchid as well, as Vex Invokers usually do. Although Orchids on a Vex Invoker is usually built if you're ahead anyway and just looking for the kills, but
yeah,
I couldn't imagine Invoker running solo across the map trying to go for kills.
Yeah, I don't think at this point KYXY can go for those sorts of kills. So he has picked up the 4 stuff. He's got the Robe of the Magi, but maybe he just brings that into a drum. Have they got a drum on anyone? It looks like no drums have been picked up yet. Yeah, so drum would be nice. JYU in the top lane, going alone. Oh no, he could be in trouble now. Doom's getting off into him, and he is probably going to take a fall, but Febby's coming in to help out. KYXY going to force up himself, not going to be enough though, and there's a 4-man overgrowth. Febby, no BKB, Ned going to get a nice stun off. He's going to be able to get off. No, he's not. Ice Path as well. He just can't get off that Requiem of Souls until everyone's already walked away. That would have been the perfect engagement if Febby had the BKB, but Yamate probably going to take a fall now. Down he goes. Febby getting the last hit. That was such a good overgrowth by Cynical. Febby, get a BKB. Come on, man. That could have been GG right there.
Yeah, Net definitely saved that fight with the Burrow Strike stopping Requiem of Souls from coming out, followed by the Ice Path as well, so nice team effort trying to keep themselves alive. They do lose Yamate and well, doesn't have buyback either, and that's gonna be one set of racks because they don't have the Doom, they don't have the... Oh man, they're going in. Net actually goes in with the Epicenter, might get the kill on Epi. There's the Requiem of Souls though. does a pretty decent amount of damage. Ohio does fall first, Net will fall as the secondary one. Going for KYXY and Extinct Neck, they're both slowed down, and I think this is going to be GG call by Titan any minute now.
Yeah, Pokerface definitely going to have a Rax right now. They could even go for the mid lane Rax. Yet again, durable heroes, they can take that tower. Of course, with, you know, the refraction as well, quite easy. And in they go. Going in for the second tier 3, still 20 seconds or so on to 3 of the heroes from Titan. Yamato doing what he can to defend, but it's not enough. And there goes second lane Rax, KYXY, EMP, Tornado. Stun onto Yamato though. Oh, is he going to go down now? No, forced off by KYXY saving his life, but 2 lanes of Rax gone. 23 minutes into the game. Titan are calling GG, but can they come back from it? They must feel like this is going to be their last stand. Ohio's back up. If they lose this fight, could be a neck and a blinking, get a double stun. JYU pops the mech immediately. Extinct, 3-man Ice Path, but no real follow-up. And now Yamato runs into the middle of them immediately, just forced back. MP going to get doomed up, but Ohio now, well, stunning. No, frost armoring. Nice frost armor, actually. But Neck going to get another 2-man stun. There's an EMP coming out. Ohio just charging in, but he hasn't really got anything much. Sky going to blink in, going into KYXY. Fibby going to turn around. MP undoomed. Hex going out into KYXY. Wow. And Neck going to get another 1-man stun up to Febby. Sky going to be respawning, going in for the fight. MP though just standing in the middle of the base. Is MP going to die though? He's incredibly low. He is going to be going down there. But KYXY just going to call the GG out. 4 dead from Titan, and this is going to be mega creeps now.
Actually, Febby pick up a Sheepstick. That was the ultimate orb for him. They're going to kill off Yamate again as he kills off JYU, but I mean, Shadow Fiend with a Sheepstick, just... Oh man, they were trolling in the end, I guess, a little bit, although it's a legit item against an Ember Spirit, I think.
Yeah.
Just lock him down, ensure the kill, and...
I think Hex is actually really smart.
Pokerface definitely played so damn well in this game. They definitely deserve this victory, and all. We got ourselves a series at least.
Yeah, well, GG well played definitely by Pokerface. Titan, not on their A game, would be one way to put it. But we are going now to a game 4 of this best of 5. 2-1. 2 to Titan, 1 to Pokerface. GG well played to both teams, of course. Thank you to Gigabyte for sponsoring this tournament, as well as Dota Talk for very kindly allowing me and Coucho to cast this. And we'll see you guys in the next game. Bye.